Yeah. We're gonna play the Pokemon ball game. Everybody, ball game. Everybody is the ball game. Everybody plays the game when you gotta play the game. That's my Pokemon game song. Ball game. Like the ball game everybody plays when you play the Pokemon game. Pokemon. Toxic, what's going on, buddy? Everybody else out there, whether you're watching live or you're watching the VOD, you're on. I appreciate you very much. So this is a continuation of last night. So last night we went on to Ultimate Favorite Pokemon Picker, and we got through the first 7 generations. We still need to close out Gen 8 and 9 and then pick our overall favorites for each type. So that way we can pick our ultimate team. I guess I'll recap wicked quick. The first 7 I mean, you all can see it. I'll just give us a moment to reflect on this. So going from Kanto all the way down, some things to consider. With this list here is it is the generation that the Pokemon is introduced. So for example, for fighting, I chose Primeape because I can't choose Annihilate, because Annihilate, even though it is an evolution of a Gen 1 Pokemon, it was introduced in Generation 9. So keeping those sorts of things in mind, there are some choices that I might have made differently. But we got to roll with what we got to roll with. I also believed in my heart of hearts, what's my favorite fella. For example, my favorite Kanto starter, I chose Charmeleon. I'm always inclined to choose unless it's unless it's specifically Eevee, because Eevee is a unique case. I always am inclined to choose the final evolution. But I did allow myself I really thought about it. Come on, homie, think about it. We got Skorupi over here is my favorite bug. In Sinnoh, we got Buizel as my favorite water Pokemon. I love Buizel. Bayleaf I do like more than Meganium. I love Cleffa more than I like Togetic or Togepi. Wurmple, because then I get all the bugs, and so there are some examples of that throughout all the other generations of Pokemon that we have seen so far. But let's kick it off in Generation 8. Hey Dash, what's up, buddy? We are here. We are doing up we're doing up the thing. We're doing up a Pokemon Picker, and then once we finish this up, assuming that there's time, maybe we'll hop in and play a little bit of ranked, or do some Infinite Royale and Pokemon Pizza, so that way I can get some money so I can appropriately deck out my Pokemon for ranked, because I haven't really EV or IV trained any of my Pokemon. I've just been going into it and just praying. And I did get to A for what that's worth, but now I am up against people who have properly trained their Pokemon, so I'm not doing so well anymore. But my favorite normal type in Galar is definitely either Scovet or Greedent. So Greedent is based off of a new Scovet rather. Oh, I should probably move me. Scovet, there we go. Scovet is based off of a New England gray squirrel, so just regular ass squirrel. That would be up here specifically, and then Greedent is based off of a type of big old large boy squirrel that's found in the UK. I don't exactly know what it's called. It's not my department. Exactly. Yeah. No. This was a really great idea. I'm gonna pick Greedent. As my favorite normal type. I do love, I wish he was a little bit better. I wish he was a little bit better, because Cheek Pouch, just the never-ending heal that Dedenne gets to do. I wish that Greedent was a little bit more useful in that regard, but I do like Greedent. We're gonna go with that. Our favorite fire type, though. So here's the thing. I don't know. I think it's Hisuian Arcanine. I like Fire Rock as a typing. I like Rock as a secondary typing for the reason why I didn't pick it in Gen 3, but I love Credilli because I love special attacking rocks. I think they're fun. And I know that Arcanine can go either way, and obviously, you're probably more inclined to go physical. But when there is a rock Pokemon that is a secondary type to something that is typically a special attacker, I like it. I don't know why. It just kind of goes against type, and I really enjoy it. So I'm a little torn between Arcanine and Growlithe, but I think I'm gonna go with the big doggo just for the sake of getting there. For favorite water type, it's Dreadnought. 100% Dreadnought. I love snapping turtles. One of the various creatures I used to collect as a child. So I would bring, you know, I would bring caterpillars home. Did we pick? I didn't pick Butterfree. Oh, but yeah, because for my favorite bug, yeah, my favorite bug in Kanto is Butterfree. I used to literally take caterpillars, bring them home, put them in a little cage, wait for them to spin a cocoon, and then I would put them back outside so they could be free and fly. I used to also catch frogs and snapping turtles down at like ponds and stuff. Same thing. I would bring them home. I'd feed them crickets until they would stop eating the crickets inevitably, and then I would have to let them go. So Dreadnought, I've always been a huge Dreadnought fan. Same reason why rock with I know that once again, liquidation, it's a physical attacker, but it is a rock with a typically special or more often special attacking primary typing. I love it. Grass. How was that? Oh, G-Max Appleton. It's hard because it's either Falapel or Appleton. I played Shield, so I had Appleton, but I kind of love Flapple. I want to pick Flapple. I love Flapple. I love Flapple. I love them both, so maybe I should pick Applin. No, I'm going Flapple. We're going to go with Flapple here. I love Flapple. He's doofy. It's just a silly concept in general. I know it's like the you know the apple in the worm, but the worm is a dragon. It's funny. It's very funny. For the next Pokemon region that Hero's helping me work on, I have a regional for Flapple that's a lemon. But yeah, no, we're gonna go with Flapple. I do love Appleton. I love Chonky Lads. I love the Leech Seed just tanking it, the thick fat on this boy. But I'm gonna go with Flapple because I just think he's cuter. He's more of a. I mean, they're both solid fellas. There's no doubt in my mind that they're both Flapple. What's going on, Phil? Electric. So this is a little bit tougher. So I like all of these. It's not Morpeko. It's not Morpeko. I like Morpeko. I guess I kind of like it. His gimmick is silly. I don't mind his gimmick. I think it's a fun gimmick. I think it's Toxel. I think I like Toxel. I like that he's just like a little dude. I like electric poison as a typing for the same reason why I like fire electric and fire poison. But we're gonna go with Toxel. We're gonna do that. Why are we at 0? Yeah, man. Do the thing. You must. I would really appreciate it if you did. If we could like it and subscribe it and do it. I know for Ice type that the people want Snom. You know, the people out there want Snom. He's just so adorable. But it's Mr. Rhyme. And if you don't think it's Mr. Rhyme, then you're wrong. The answer is Mr. Rhyme. The dude just does. For some reason, they made Charlie Chaplin a Pokemon. I don't know why. Was Charlie Chaplin British? I should know that. Doesn't matter. The answer is Mr. Rhyme. The answer is Mr. Rhyme. For the same reason why it's just like Mr. Rhyme is like the homie. 1000%. Fighting type? Fighting type is difficult. I try not to pick legendaries. Because I think it's cheap and bad. You know what, though? Let me look at legendaries here. Yeah, this is where it can live. Definitely Galarian Zapdos. It's a Chocobo. Like, why don't, you know, screw it, Chocobo wins. It's a Chocobo. Why don't I want it to be, why wouldn't I want a Chocobo? It's the best. I love it. I don't love Grappled. I do love Clobopus. Clobopus adorable. I love him. I love his big old boxing hands. I don't love I don't love Grapple Boy. I love Galarian Farfetch'd, Sirfetch'd, and Phalanx. Phalanx is a Gen 7 Pokemon, I thought. See, this is one of those things where, like, I thought it was a Gen 7 Pokemon. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Oh, yeah, it's Gen 8. Okay. Huh. I don't know why I thought it was Gen 7. Doesn't matter. It doesn't win. I can't win because I didn't remember what gen it was in. And I do really like Snealer. I like Hisuian Lilligant, and I like Hisuian Decidueye. I do really like G-Max Machamp. I like then that in a lot of fan projects, they give Machamp a Mega and just use the G-Max thing. But no, the answer is Galarian Zapdos. It's a Chocobo. Why the hell wouldn't I pick a Chocobo? And then for Poison type, I think the answer here is Galarian Slowbro. I love the idea of Slowbro using the Shelter to just smack people with. I think it's great. Like, because it's, you know, all the iterations of the Slow are, you know, they're dumb, but they're psychic. Like, they're overwhelmed by their psychic powers. But I love that he's just fucking smacking the shit out of this thing. He's using it like as a flail to just like bonk you. I think it's hilarious, and I love it. And you know, he's got his hand stuck in the cookie jar, and he's just bashing you with it. And I think it's great. I love it. I'm into it. Ground type. I mean, Ursaluna wins because the other options are terrible. Galarian Yamask and Runegrigus, I really like the designs of. They should have been Ghost Rock. They're literally pieces of Runestone. I don't understand why they're not Rock, so for that reason, I cannot pick them. Their type is wrong. Their type is incorrect. And I'm a big Teddy Ursa fan. Teddy Ursa almost won our second play. Teddy Ursa almost won in Johto for normal type, but I gave it to Stantler. But I've always been a big Teddy Ursa fan, so I got to give it to Ursaluna. Corviknight. Corviknight is second. Corviknight and Talonflame are best birds. You know what? Got great typing. I don't live in Rhode Island anymore, but I'm from Rhode Island. Edgar Allan Poe spent a lot of his adult life living in Providence. So a lot of, and then H.P. Lovecraft was also here. So there's a lot of the Conjuring is based off of somewhere that's up here. So a lot of creepy stuff in Rhode Island. So having, I know it's also, you know, the chess piece more or less, but rookity, you know, a rook, a squire, and then a knight. But I love Corviknight. For me, it's top two, man. Talonflame's number one, Corviknight's number two. And that's saying a lot because the regional birds are some of my favorite Pokemon in every region. But it's just how I feel in my heart of hearts. Psychic type is tough. Psychic's tough. I like Orbeetle, but not in... Well, that's a lie, actually. I like Dottler. Yeah, I mean, I like Kilowattrel, but not as much as Corviknight. I like using Kilowattrel. I like using Kilowattrel more than I like Kilowattrel's design. I think Squawkabilly has a funner design than Kilowattrel. But I do like Kilowattrel more than Squawkabilly. For Psychic, I love Dottler, but I'm not picking him. I love Hatena, or Hatterene rather. Hatena's fine. I love Hatterene, but I'm not picking her. So what we're dealing with here is Mr. Rhyme, Weirdeer, or Galarian Slowbro. I think the answer is Weirdeer. I wish Weirdeer was better because I love Stantler, and I'm glad Stantler got an evolution, but I wish Weirdeer was better. Like, hold on. Weirdeer. Like, I guess it gains quite a bit of stats, but like not really in any meaningful way. I don't know. I don't like that it gets slower. Because Stantler already wasn't fast, and it's not slow enough for Trick Room. So it's just slower for no reason. I don't see... It didn't need to gain... Like, you brought up... Alright, cool. You added 10 to his attack. That's fine. And you added a bunch to his HP. You added, what, like 30 to his HP? Great. That's fine. This is these I approve of. Keep his speed at 85. I don't know. Maybe this is the right option. He just, like... I don't like mixed attackers unless they're also tanky. There's no point. Like, you have somebody like Blastoise who has a relatively even attack and special attack, but Blastoise is there to defend. So its defenses are higher. You know, like, I think the only exception is like something like Nidoking is a good mixed attacker, but I feel like that's like also, but because of its coverage more than anything, like this Weirdeer, I don't think Weirdeer is going to have the coverage that justifies these stats. I don't know. I'm not a professional player, but if I'm using Stantler and Weirdeer, I want it to bonk things. Look at this thing. I want it to bonk stuff. Also, what's going on, Dylan? Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, when I think of it, like I said, when I think of a good mixed attacker, I'm thinking about Nidoking. I'm not thinking about something like this. It needs to either be tankier or it either needs to hit things harder. Maybe give it 110 attack. I just don't think you should have taken away 20 speed. No reason to take away 20 speed. Did its bigger antlers make it? Its antlers aren't even bigger. Did this beard make it slow? Anyways, it still wins. Favorite bug? I'll put Snot. No, Cleaver. I love Cleaver. I love Rock Bug. I think I just like rock types. I think I love it when a rock type Pokemon is not rock ground or rock. Yeah, I think I love when a rock Pokemon. Granted, I do love Graveler, but I love when rock gets to do something else. You know, like, I love Crustle. Crustle's so cool. I love Relincanth. You know, I love Arcanine. I love Dreadnought. I like when rock gets to do something else. You can ride it. I'm aware you can ride it. You know what? I think that maybe I'll stream I don't know if it'll be a Nuzlocke, but maybe we'll do a Legend to Arceus run soon. Just because I've never beaten it. It came out right before my daughter was born. So I played it for like maybe 15 hours, something like that. And then she was born and then I never went back. Because it was just chaos. Same thing with Elden Ring. I was like so deep into both of them. And then I had a child and then I didn't sleep for a year. So I didn't play any video games. I zoned out on my phone and watched anime. Hey, no worries, Phil. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you. But I think... So, rock is easiest Dreadnought. I know we picked a lot of really cool rocks, but the best rock is Dreadnought. I love snapping turtles. Like I said, I had a couple of snapping turtles as little pets. Hell yeah, dude. I'll be on at least for, like, 2 hours. You know, when we're done with this, if we have time, I'm gonna get my ass kicked in some ranked. It'll be fun. Get my butt whipped. Some pizza. It'll be good. Ghost, though. Dragapult. I don't always love the pseudo. For the same reasons why I don't necessarily like picking legendaries. I don't always like picking pseudos. I don't like just picking the cool Pokemon, the really powerful Pokemon because it's powerful. But Ghost Dragon is a wonderful typing. I love that it shoots its babies. I think it's funny. I love Dragapult. I think he's really cool. I like it a lot. But favorite dragon, is it Dragapult or is it Flapple? Flapple's more of a fella, so we're picking Flapple. Just because of the fella factor? Fella factor is very important when choosing your favorite Pokemon. Dragonite, Fella. Altaria, Fella. Gerudogon, Fella. Noivern, Fella. Grandpa, Fella. Flapple, Fella. The only one that's not a Fella are Kingdra and Garchomp. Garchomp's a dude. He ain't a fella. This is a fella. Anyways, this is my TED Talk. Favorite dark type? Not Hisuian Samurott. They had an opportunity to fix him and they didn't. They just made him dark blue. They turned the saturation down and decided to give him a secondary typing. I do like Hisuian Quillfish. I've always liked Quillfish. And I know all they did was change his colors, but I still like it. I do love Galarian Zigzagoon. I don't much care for Urshifu. I like Nickit and Thievul's names, but I don't like them. I don't like anything besides their name. We don't pick Overcool, we are friends anymore. That's funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Overquill. I like Dark Poison. It's a good typing. I've always been a Quillfish fan. I like Imptimp and I don't know how I feel about Grimmsnarl. I don't know. I like Imptimp and Morgrim. G-Max Grimmsnarl bothers me a little bit. I don't know why, it just does. I do love Obstagoon, but we're going Overquill. Or do I want that? I'm going Obstagoon. I'm gonna go Obstagoon. I like that they basically just turned him into one of the weasels from Roger Rabbit. Like tongue hanging out and everything. Like he's literally just like a burly version of the Roger Rabbit weasels. So we're going to go with Obstagoon. Steel type? I mean, the answer is Corviknight. With a Corviknight, like, immediately. I do like Copperajah. I love Copperajah. I don't mind Mr. Building. I love Berserker. I really love Berserker. But Corviknight is my second favorite bird, so I need to give it more. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. He's just one of the weasels from Roger Rabbit. Favorite fairy? I don't know. To industry. I mean, the answer is industry. The answer is Weezing. The answer is Weezing because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that he's just like, how do we do the Industrial Revolution? And it's give Weezing a top hat and a mustache. I like Hisuian Gudra, but I feel like it's disingenuous because I haven't played enough of. I never actually used one. So I feel like it's disingenuous for me to pick it. So for me, it's between Corviknight and Berserker. But I'm gonna go with Corviknight. Favorite starter? I mean, guess I'm Grookey Gang. Guess I'm Grookey Gang. We'll pick Thwacky just for like a little bit of just to zhuzh it up a little bit. No water Pokemon has been my favorite, huh? Interesting. Huh. I never knew that about myself. Anyways, actually, I guess I kind of did. Gimmick form? What's my favorite gimmick? Look at all these regionals. I mean, my favorite gimmick is probably Galarian Zapdos. I love Galarian Zapdos. I mean, in my opinion, Mr. Rhyme counts as a gimmick, but I guess we're not giving it to me. Or just out of nowhere, I picked Braviary. I do love Water Ghost, the Hisuian Basculin. Oh, that's such a contender. But I love Dreadnought too much. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Galarian Zapdos. I mean, so I guess like by virtue of that, my favorite one of these Pokemon is Galarian Zapdos. But is that true? Do I like Galarian Zapdos more than Dreadnought or Flapple? Or Corviknight? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do like Hisuian Electrode. I love the Grass Electric typing too. I really want a glass. I really want to make a Grass Electric Pokemon for one of these. Whether it's at some point, I want to actually learn how to make a game. I gotta get to it. Maybe get some people to help me. But I keep on having Hero design these Pokemon. I gotta do something with them. Is it Mr. Rhyme? Wow, if it was Mr. Rhyme. Which one of these is my favorite? Like, without being a troll about it. I don't know. It's a strong group of... a fine group of fellas. Gen 8 has a fine group of fellas. This is one of the tougher ones for me. I did. Yeah, I saw that dash. It's really exciting. I like the overworld Pokemon. I like the what's the word I'm looking for? The compromise when you're doing like randomized like prefused. I think that's fun. Because like you'll still have an idea of what it is based off of the body. Hey, what's going on, Rido? But I'm very excited. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the demo will work or whatever, but Weezing is a gentleman. I mean, my gut reaction... Greedent. I do like Greedent a lot. I really like Greedent. If I ever get to make my game, Greedent's one of the Pokemon that's in it. Like, if I make my New England game, like, the answer's Greedent, and I hate that it's Greedent, but it is. This is my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, is the Squirrel. People still gonna complain that they don't have stuff past Gen 7 in there, though. People are still gonna moan. They're gonna complain, but I agree. No, it's really fun. And I was editing the last Infinite Fusion run that I've done so far is a Rotom run, and I was editing it yesterday. That was the last run I played, and it was at the beginning of August. I'm overdue. I gotta knock out a couple of runs for the end of the year. Maybe stream one. It's been a while since we streamed Fusion. But yeah, I'm way behind. Yeah, no, I was thinking I love Flapple. I love Flapple. But it's just like Greedent is like, this is an animal. Like, if Pokemon, the reason why I'm picking Greedent is if Pokemon were real. If I was a not Pokemon trainer, if I was still like part-time YouTube, full-time guy who works for the phone company, one of the Pokemon, as a little kid, I would have been like, well, I'm going to be a Pokemon trainer. And my mom would have been like, you can have 3 of them. Like, I used to chase squirrels and pretend like I was throwing Pokeballs. But there wasn't even a squirrel Pokemon yet. I would have had... You know, I said this before. I think my parents made sure we all had the exact same thing. I think we all would have gotten an Eevee. Or some other relative, like we, you know, we all got the exact same thing. My mom's still, like, my youngest brother is, how old is he? 32. And we all get the exact same thing every holiday to the penny. If my mom does not spend, I mean, my dad too. My dad doesn't make these horrible, wild decisions. If it is like to the cent, on Christmas, you'll get a check. If somebody got something different than you, and yours cost less, you'll get those. My parents will cut me a check as an almost 40-year-old man for like $40 or whatever it is. It's got to be exactly the same. So I know that I probably would have had an Eevee as a kid, and then I would have caught a Butterfree because I used to collect caterpillars, and that means that the only other Pokemon that my family would have allowed me to have either would have been a frog, a turtle, or a squirrel, because those were the things that I used to catch frogs and turtles, and then like there's just squirrels and rabbits everywhere. It's a damn epidemic. So I probably would have ended up with a squirrel, which would have been this little guy right here. So for that reason, he wins. He is in Unite. I always wanted to get good with him in Unite, but I never did. And yeah, right now we're it's a favorite ultimate favorite Pokemon picker. Goes Gen through 1 through 9, and we do some other things here. We started it last night, so we're finishing it up now, and then maybe we're gonna play some Pokemon Pizza. Have a good time. Anyways, so Greedent wins. It's a long-winded way of saying it. Notable, obviously Mr. Rhyme. I mean, every single one of these Gen 8 Pokemon rule, but apparently Greedent's the answer, dog. I haven't played Unite in forever too. I got to get back into that. Every like 6 months or whatever, I'll just play and get to, I don't know, whatever like the equivalent of like Gold 4 would be from League, and then it starts to get somewhat difficult, and then I just stop playing. But like I'll go hard into it for like a month and then just stop. Okay, Gen 9, Cyclizar. The answer is Cyclizar. I like Cyclizar. I think it's a neat idea. I think it's a neat Pokemon. I do like Lechonk, but I feel like most of the love that I have for Lechonk is its name. I think that, oh, yes, I did see the Legendary mode. I think, yeah, maybe that would be fun to stream. I did see that update a couple weeks ago. In my brain, and it's funny because I completely forgot about Lechonk until now that I'm looking at him. I wanted to make a Steel Dragon like piggy bank Pokemon, and I think that could just be like a regional Lechonk. Like it would just be like pure steel instead of normal, and then when it evolves, like it just gets like little wings and it kind of like flies like on its tummy. And it's like a little like piggy bank vault thing. I think that'd be fun for a Pokemon. But now that I'm looking at Lechonk's silhouette, I think Lechonk, Hero, if you're watching in the shadows, we'll have to talk about that. But maybe that piggy bank dragon's a Lechonk. But I don't like the other forms. But I do like Smoliv. I like the Dunsparce. I like that they have the 2 and 3 segments Dunsparces as 2 separate Pokemon. I think that's hilarious. I like Squawkabilly's design, but otherwise I could give less than 1/2 of a crap about it. And Tandemaus is funny, but we're picking Cyclizar. Favorite fire type? Ooh, okay. Well, the answer is Ceruledge. Because for the same reason why I picked Zangoose and Survivor in Gen 3, sometimes cool stuff is just fun and cool and good. So I'm gonna pick Ceruledge here, just because. I also like Cyclizar's gimmick. I like Shed Tail. That's the other reason why I'm picking him over to Dunsparce or Lechonk. Favorite water Pokemon? Kind of hurting here, huh, guys? Huh. We have Blue Tauros, Opragon, Tatsugiri. Ugh. I don't really like any of these. My wife needs me to grab her something quick, but let me think here about this water Pokemon situation. Yes, I don't really like a lot of. I don't know. The answer is what? No, I like his gimmick, but I don't really care about him. Is it Quaxley? I do like that the Quavel dances. I like that he's dance fighting. I'll be able to pick a Quavel. No. I knew you meant Palafin. I'm picking Quavel. I like that he dances. Grass. I mean, I love that we have a tumbleweed. I like the Donzo. I do, you know what? I do like the Donzo, but I feel like he's incomplete without Tatsugiri. Like they come as a pair. I don't know. Grass. I think it's Hydrapple. It's close. I like Meowscarada. I love that Florigato is just a Digimon. Florigato's a Digimon. Like, he is. He's just, like, Renamon mixed with Godamon. But I'm going to go with Hydrapple. I do like Toadstool. I like Toadstool because I love that he runs on his dumb little feet. I love that he runs on his dumb little feet. I love that he runs on his dumb little feet. But I'm picking Hydrapple because I am a big fan of the fruit-based dragons. Electric. It's tough because I do actually like Palmot, but I also like Bellybolt. Bellybolt's a fella. We're picking Bellybolt. I'm like, who the hell am I kidding here? All right, hold on. My wife needs me to grab something for her quick. I'll be back in just a sec. Boom. Here we go. I am back. What do you call a nap that starts at midnight where you wake up at 2? I mean, it's just a nap, right? You're sleeping in the way that the people of the ancient world did. You know, you slept when you needed to sleep, and then you woke up and worked for a little while, and then you went back to sleep. But instead of going to work, you're here watching me think about monsters. You know, and that's what we're doing here. Oh gosh, I hit a button. I don't know what button I hit, but I'm not really into it. Nope, I don't want to log out. What is the button that I hit, and why is it here doing this to me? That's not the button I want either. Hold on here, folks. Here we go. All right, so getting back to it. Favorite ice type? Ooh, is it Baxcalibur or is it Titan? It means a power move of a power nap. I do like Titan, but I do like I'm picking Baxcalibur. I know that like I went so long without being like, nah, like being like a little bit of like a contrarian as far as the pseudos are concerned in most of these generations, but I like the Baxcalibur. Literally goes upside down and dashes across the screen. It makes no sense and it's hilarious. Annihilate, duh. I already picked Primate. It was my favorite fighting type in Gen 1. I do legitimately love Pawmot. Flamigo is an amigo. He is a fella. He is fantastic. I do actually really like Slitherwing. And I know we already picked Quaquaval, but I gotta pick Annihilate. I have to pick Annihilate. Favorite poison type? Clodsire. What are we talking about? There's not another option on this page. The only Pokemon I see is Clodsire. There's not another one. It's the only poison type in the entirety of Paldea, and you can't tell me any differently. And same thing for ground Pokemon. It's crazy that Clodsire is the only one available. I've never seen that only one poison and one ground type in a generation before. It is a little absurd. But my favorite flying type here, it's going to make Phil very mad because he says that Kilowattrel is his second favorite bird, but I think Flamigo is a much better bird. Flamigo is an amigo, and this amigo is kicking people in the face with like a 500 base stat total when you have one badge for no reason. Oh, psychic type. So psychic type. I mean, I guess Armarouge for the same reason why I picked Sterilege for my favorite fire type. Sometimes things that are cool are fun and cool and good. And if you're telling me that a Mega Man and Zero are my two options, then fantastic. Hold on, yeah, I'll put it in the shitty chat. Boom. Also, what's going on, Silver? All right, so favorite bug type. Low kicks. I do like I like Spidops' design. I like that he's a wicked fella. I also like the Spidops and Taruncula are like honestly kind of confusing, but I do like low kicks. I like that it looks like he's like, I don't know, doing like a Chainsaw Man cosplay kind of thing going on here. I like low kicks. Picking him. Bluff. What are we doing? I do legitimately like Garganackle a lot, but I mean the answer is Cloth. Oh my god, body is a boxing glove. It's not just a flamingo. It does have kind of a design. But I think that's just Cloth or Rock. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm a crab enthusiast, apparently. Ghost? Ooh, that's tough, actually. Crap. Is it Annihilate or Sterilege? It's Sterilege. I gotta pick Sterilege. I'm picking Sterilege here. Sterilege is my favorite Paldean Pokemon. It just is. I do notice that, I mean, I have 3 fire types that are my favorite, but I do have a pretty diverse typing for each of my favorites throughout the regions, with the exception of fire. I got 3 fire types that I enjoy. You know, I watched season 1 when it first came out. But that's all. But I haven't seen anything since. Has there been more of the anime past season 1 yet? That's like how out of the loop I am. Oh, Cyclosaurus, my Heretic Dragon. What are we talking about here? Favorite dark type. This can be Meowscarada. I do really like Meowscarada. I love Flower Trick. It's a fun A fun move. They ruined Protean, but that's okay. Oh, Tinkaton. Tinkaton. Not even a contest here. What are we doing? Tinkaton is... damn it. Do I like Tinkaton more than Ceruledge? Not yet? Okay, cool. So I haven't missed anything yet. Favorite starter, Meowscarada. Favorite gimmick Pokemon. Toad's I love how he runs. That's all I need to say. I love how he runs. Favorite legendary. I don't know. I like Chiyu. I know, like, tangentially some of the stuff that's happened, but I've only just, like, you know, like with reels and TikToks and shorts and stuff. I like fellas. I'm a big fella enthusiast. So yeah, most of the Pokemon I like cool monsters. So like if we go up to like Gen 1, like Nidoking is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I like Eevees. You know, my daughter's name is Eevee. My wife and I love Eevee. The Pokemon and the human, obviously we made it. It's ours. But I think more than anything else, the Pokemon that I like, I call them fellas. They're just like little dudes. I love little dudes. Little dudes are hilarious. If I got to play D&D more, honestly, because I get to play so infrequently as a player that I want to be like the min-max half-elf, hexblade, warlock, whatever the hell with. But like, if I actually got to play for an extended period of time, I just want to be a little fucking dude. I just want to be a little dude. Dudes are fun. Yeah, everyone's just a bunch of friends. Everyone's everyone is either built tough. I mean, there are some cool. You know, I got Lucario in here. I got Ceruledge. I got Zangoose. I got some edgy boys. But like a lot of these guys would just want to hang out and be friends, you know. But let's do our favorites. Our favorite normal type has to be Eevee. There's a lot of contenders here. I think second place, honestly, is probably Heliolisk, and then Greedent. But we're gonna pick Eevee. My favorite fire type, Flareon's my favorite Pokemon. Period. The Flareon wins. In fact, let's put that in right now. Flareon's my favorite Pokemon. My favorite water type. This is tough. This is really tough. I've always been a big Pika-Blue fan. Whoever made this website, I know, is not as old as I am, because for under favorite Pika clone, Marill is missing. Marill, back in my day, we called it Pika-Blue before we knew what it was. When you saw, you know, the leaked pictures in AOL chat rooms or whatever, we all heard tale of Pika-Blue. And then when he showed up in the Orange Islands anime with Tracy, we then knew. So whoever made this website is not as old as me, which is fine. I like all these guys so much. I think the answer is Buizel. I love Azumarill so much. I just love otters. Otters might be my favorite animal. So I'm picking Buizel. Favorite grass type? Simisage is giving it a run for its money. It really is. Go-Go is GOAT. This is tough. I gotta go back. Electric type is just Raichu. Just straight up regular Raichu. These are a lot of Pika clones, but I'm picking Raichu. I'm picking Raichu. Favorite ice type, Mr. Rhyme. Come on. Gen 8 making it on the list. Thieful's good. Sneasel's good. Lapras's good. I love Mamoswine. Mamoswine is a any opportunity I get to use a Mamoswine I do. But look at Mr. Rhyme. You'd have to be chaotic to choose Spinda. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. Which is my favorite Spinda? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Favorite fighting type? Annihilate. I love Annihilate. If I were a Pokemon master in when I think of like, oh, if I was the if I were the champion of X region, what would be my team? Or like, what would be my ultimate team? Crap, is it Heracross though? Maybe Heracross is my favorite bug. No, I like Annihilate more than Heracross. Why is grass so hard? It's Sceptile. Sceptile might be my favorite starter Pokemon, period. It's bad. It's the worst. It's like up there with Meganium as bad starter Pokemon. But I think it's my favorite. I love Gex. I love my little Geki. I gotta pick him. I do love Bayleaf because Bayleaf is Littlefoot. I love Flapple. We talked about I talked about my love for Flapple for like 15 minutes. But I think the answer, I love Leafeon. Leafeon is my third favorite evolution, but I think I like Sceptile more than any of those. Favorite poison Pokemon. It feels disingenuous to pick Ivysaur, but it might be the answer. I like Crobat. I like Survivor, Drapion, Scolipede. These are all really good choices. Clodsire is a trolley choice. Is it fucking Clodsire? I gotta stop swearing so much. I don't normally swear on my streams. There's something with me today. I'm a little fired up. I don't really know why. Maybe it's all the elections that have nothing to do with any state, that have nothing to do with the state I live in or the state that I visit the most, but they're all over the place today. Whole internet in the US is a little weird today on that subject. Hey CL, what's up, buddy? And that is true, Mabe. Well, it is like decidedly the worst starter in Hoenn, and giving it the dragon type is the correct answer. It should be grass dragon, but then you're also giving it in a region filled with water Pokemon, all of whom get Ice Beam or Ice Fang or something like that. You're giving the only type of Pokemon it's good at fighting, like, more reasons and ways to absolutely delete it. So it's like, cool, you get to be Grass Dragon. Now watch out for all those water/ice Pokemon. It's like, why do you hate my boy so much? Why couldn't it have been a ground and electric based region with Sceptile in it, you know? Mega Scolipede. I like Mega Scoli. I like all the new Megas. I don't love, they're not my favorite. They're not all like my favorite, but I do like them all. I'm glad they all exist. I like that you get some of Whirlpede like added to it as armor. I think that's really neat. Kind of like how Tyranitar gets kind of like it gets a similar treatment to how like Tyranitar has like a Pupitar like in its chest armor, like its chest plating. It's the same type of thing, but with Whirlpede. So I do like it. And it already is a big boy. So I like that it's an even bigger boy. True. Yeah, Leaf Blade did become physical. They should have gotten Dragon Dance or something as a, or even Hone Claws. Give it literally some way of raising its attack. And also the fact that it doesn't, it goes into the mixed attack. So you guys weren't here yet, but I was talking about mixed attacker issues. Well, you were here, Dash, but maybe you weren't here. When I was talking about Weirdeer, it's like, great, you made its attack and special attack both 100 or whatever, but you took 20 speed away from it. Like, it's a Pokemon like Nido. I feel like a mixed attacker needs to have a lot of coverage to make it a good idea. So a Pokemon like Nidoking has a huge move pool. So it's a good mixed attacker. But when you have a Pokemon that like is a mixed attacker but doesn't get any of the good attacks, it's not going to work. Mega Starmie? All right. I like Mega Starmie for one reason. Starmie is supposed to be like a Sentai monster. Like, it's supposed to be like an Ultraman, like something that like Ultraman or the Power Rangers blow up. So the fact that, so it's always been a guy in a suit. But, you know, in 1996, that would have been too weird. So we didn't get that. We got a weird star thing, and they're like, it's from space. But now it's 2025. They're allowed to be weird. They can do whatever the hell they want. So now it is just a guy in a suit. It finally got to be the guy in the suit that it's literally always been. So for that reason, I applaud them for just going for it. And all that to say, I'm picking Clodsire. Nidoking's my favorite ground Pokemon. I love Drillbur. I love Flygon. I'm picking Nidoking. Nidoking is like top 5 or top 10 of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Favorite flying Pokemon? This is tough. I love Talonflame. Talonflame is my favorite regional bird. I love Corviknight. Second favorite regional bird. I love Braviary. America. Staraptor is Staraptor. Tropius. I love his bananas. I'm picking Charizard. It was my first ever starter. It was the starter that to this day I have still chosen the most on Kanto runs. If Charmander is a Pokemon that you can get, typically I'm going to get it if I'm not doing a Nuzlocke. It is unavoidable. And the only reason why it's not here is because Flareon exists. So I have to put Charizard somewhere, so here it is. Favorite Psychic Pokemon? Espeon. It's my second favorite evolution. I love Gallade. I love Renucleus. I love Armarouge. I love Metagross. But Espeon gets picked. Favorite bug? Mega Heracross. The boys. We're dealing with the boys here. And I got to give the boys props. Every time I've ever taken Heracross into a Nuzlocke, it does exactly what it needs to do. And that is, like, win. All Heracross knows how to do is win. It's an amazing Pokemon, and I love Heracross. He needs to get a shout-out, so he's going right here. If you would have asked me before I started this channel, Butterfree or Scissor would have been the choices. But Heracross is such cool typing. Such a cool Pokemon. Look at them big hands. He's the answer. Favorite rock? Chomper. Chomper's my favorite rock. I love Graveler. I love Graveler so much. Graveler is another one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. But you're telling me I can pick a T-Rex? I'm picking a T-Rex. Bluff is also there for last. Favorite ghost? Saralege. Saralege is my favorite. There's a lot of fire. There's 3 fire Pokemon on this list. We're picking Saralege. I love Dragapult. I love Alola Marowak. I love Golett. Golett are my best friend. I would love to just hang out with a Golett. I'm picking Saralege because cool things are cool. Favorite dragon? Noivern. Noivern's my favorite dragon. I don't know why. I don't know why I like Noivern. I talked about it last night. I love that he's a wyvern. I love that he's just like, he can't sit or stand properly because he's got these big old wings and those tiny little hands. I love his boombox ears. I love his fur collar. I love Noivern. I love Noivern. Dragonite is a very close second. He had that mailbag in the first movie, and he's adorable, and I love him. Evie found out what Dragonite was today or yesterday. She found out what Dragonite was yesterday. She's really into Dragonite. Her favorite Pokemon is Pachirisu. But you know, I showed her Dragonite yesterday, and she really enjoyed Dragonite a lot. But I like Noivern more. I don't know why. Oh, dude, no, I hope Delphox doesn't get Levitate. Yeah, because then you're going to get rid of Expanding Force, and why you're going to use it. Yeah, I hope not. I don't want it to have Magician, but, like, don't give it Levitate. Why don't you know what? Why don't we give it Psychic Surge? Then it doesn't even need an Indeedee. Just have it be able to solo. It doesn't need anybody. It doesn't need anybody. Tyler, what's going on, buddy? Hell yeah, dude. No, you know, I got to do some way to differentiate me from other Nuzlockers. And also since, you know, a lot of these games that I'm Nuzlocking, I've played a bunch of times. So I need to do something to make it more interesting for me. And I think that my bad improv also, you know, I'm not nearly as popular as a lot of other Nuzlockers. I think there's probably more people that don't like my jokes than do. But I'm here for you guys. I really like that you like it. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Oh, hey. Oh, Kim's back for a second. Or Kim Phil. I've always called you Kim, but I know your name is Phil. Well, hold on. We're nearing the time for Fav wanted to pop in. Flareon. Hey, yeah. Crobat beats Flareon. Bro, come on. I'm muting you for your response. Crobat versus Flareon. We know Crobat wins. No, it doesn't. I mean, if it was a literal Pokemon battle, it might. But Flareon now is Swords Dance. Flareon gets Swords Dance in Legends Pizza. So, and I'm pretty sure it can learn Rock Tomb. So I'm just going to throw a big rock at you. And then Crowbar losers. So shush. Yeah, Noivern's the answer for favorite dragon. Favorite dark type Pokemon. Is it Crocodile? I'm noticing a lot of my favorites are a lot fewer fellas than I anticipated. It's Crocodile, though. Favorite steel type? Excadrill. Favorite fairy type? Tinkaton. Excadrill is just cool. I love Excadrill. Excadrill's just, we talked about this. Excadrill is Sandslash 2.0. Sandslash was always one of my favorite Pokemon. It was the only reason why I was sad I had red instead of blue, was because I couldn't have a Sandslash. I would make my brother often trade me a Sandshrew so I could have a Sandslash. Excadrill is just Sandslash but better. And and in our Nuzlocke we had an alpha mega Excadrill, and its drill bits are like 10 feet long, and it's hilarious and dumb, and I love it. Tinkaton is Tinkaton, obviously. Come on, y'all. You really don't hold the candle to Skitty. Oh, dude. Oh, favorite starter? Oh, shucks. Is it Charizard or Sceptile? Sceptile. Sceptile's my favorite starter Pokemon. Favorite gimmick Pokemon? Sceptile. It's Sceptile. Sceptile is a mega that gave it the typing it should have had all along. And favorite legendary Pokemon? It feels disingenuous because it's the generation I played the least, but it's Marshadow. Oh yeah, for the what type of, definitely Silver. But I just mean like the little ground diggy guy. You know what I mean? Like they're obviously different animals. But like in the way that a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon are just like second attempts at the general concept. Like, you know, you have Geodude versus Roggenrola. They're both rock monsters, but how do you do rock monster in two different ways? you have Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee versus Sock and Throw. Like, how do you have Fighter Guy in two different ways? Pidgey versus Pidove. Like, a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon are, Hypno and Drowsy versus Mersha and Mershana. Like you have a lot of these Pokemon which are basically just retreads of, original designs. So yeah, while they are two different types of burrowing mammals, they're basically the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're all riffs on it. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them. Obviously, like Bear Trick. There's there's nothing like Bear Trick, for example, in a lot of the bugs. It's also another chance to get like some good bugs. Yeah. With whatever it would have been. With 15 years of knowledge, how would we do X Pokemon different? And some of them are better, like Excadrill, and some of them are less good. I love Seismitoad. I love Time Pole, but I don't love I don't love, like, it kind of loses its identity. Like Time Pole is like the singing frog, which is kind of like what Politoed it becomes. But like you have that idea of like the singing frog, but like something like Seismitoad doesn't really strike me as hitting a high note. It's just a big warty toad. So it starts off with a really neat idea, but it doesn't execute it all the way. But anyways, I'm not a designer. Anyways, favorite regional bird is Fletchling. 100%. Talonflame is my favorite regional bird. Corviknight is my second favorite regional bird. Pidgeot is my third favorite regional bird. That's a good point, Elfix, but it might be because Magician's a bad ability. I hope Mega Delphox gets a good ability. I would love for Mega Delphox to really get in there. I hope that all three of... because Greninja already got to be good with Protean. I know that Protean's not a good ability anymore. Or not as good. But I really hope that Delphox and Chestnut get good abilities that let them be viable. Because I do really like the two of them. But they've always been outshined by Greninja because of Protean. Favorite regional mammal? Scovet. We already talked about this. If Pokemon were real, I'd have a Scovet. There's no way around it. Bunnelby didn't exist yet. I don't think Bunnelby is like a little cottontail. I love Lechonk, but I don't like Oinklage. Answer Scovet. Favorite regional bug? Caterpie. It's Caterpie. It has to be Caterpie. I love Venipede. I love Weedle. I love Beedrill. But it's Caterpie. Favorite pseudo-legendary? Dragonite. Dragonite's my second favorite dragon. The only reason why it didn't win favorite dragon is because Noivern exists. Favorite Pikachu clone? So, my favorite Pikachu clone's not here because it's Marill. But first of all, why do you have two Mimikyus? They're the same guy. The answer is Mimikyu. I love the idea. I guess I'll pick Busted Mimikyu just because it's funny. But it is the OB, the original bug. I'm picking Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu. I love the idea of Mimikyu. I think it's hilarious. Also, you can't call Raichu a Pika clone. It is Pikachu's evolution. Yeah, my favorite Pika clone is the one that it is. I guess I like Raichu more than Mimikyu. But that just feels weird. I guess that's the correct answer. True. But they haven't... favorite evolution? Flareon. Favorite fossil? Tyron. Favorite regional form? This can't possibly be all the regional forms. I guess it is. Huh. Galarian. Not Galarian. Alolan Marowak. It's tough because I like all the Hisuian guys. I like Raticate, but Raticate didn't win any categories. The answer is Alola Marowak. Favorite Gigantamax? Oh, I think it's Blastoise. I love that they turned him into a Digimon. I do really love Gigantamax Butterfree though, but I'm gonna pick that. Favorite baby? Cleffa. No, Riolu. Crap. Is it Cleffa or Riolu? Or Elekid? We talked about how much I like Elekid. Elekid's just a little punk. They gave Alcremia bucks, but not for Rufio. I know, right? People are... They have no taste. It's not Cleffa. It's either Riolu or Elekid. It's Riolu. I like Riolu as my favorite baby. Favorite boxed legendary. Yveltal. That's tough. That's a very tough one, but I'm going to pick Yveltal. Because X and Y are what pulled me back into Pokemon. After taking a little breaky poo. So I got to go Yveltal. I mean, yeah, it's Gundramon. Favorite mythical. Is it Mew? I think it's Mew. I like Zorora, but I know nothing about the man. I know nothing about him. I'm gonna pick Mew. Favorite Ultra Beast. Is it Buzzswole? Or is it Guzzlord? It's one of those. It's not Shakataka. Or Skataka. Not Pheromosa. I'm gonna go with Guzzlord. Favorite Paradox Pokemon. What's my favorite Paradox Pokemon? That's a Fluttermane. I feel like Fluttermane's too good to be my favorite. It's not Skataka. Yeah, I did see that there's a make him shiny button. I think it's Koraidon. Yeah, I mean, I like Koraidon. Favorite type? Favorite Pokeball? Ugh, these are tough. Favorite Vivillon? Oh yeah, I have a favorite Vivillon, but not a favorite Frufrau? That is weird. I like the marine one. Favorite Alcremie? Ooh, boo, 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 boo. I like Mint Cream with orange. Favorite evolution? Oh, favorite new evolution. Ooh, okay. This is fun. Annihilate. I like Screamtail. I do like Screamtail. Yeah, you know what is Screamtail. Oh my goodness. Screamtail is hilarious. Favorite type. Favorite ball. Ugh. Whose favorite ball is an Ultra Ball? The Ultra Ball is a ball of necessity. It's not a ball of love. My favorite Pokeball is Rob Thomas. Oh, you guys can't see the tooltips popping up. That's a fastball. That's why I said my favorite Pokeball was Rob Thomas. So yeah, I mean, so fire seems to be the answer. But the thing is if Pokemon were real, I don't think I'd be a fire type trainer. Like I realize that a lot of my favorite Pokemon are fire type. But like, if I think about my personality, I think that I like taking care of things. I like taking care of people. I'm a people pleaser. I've always seen myself as being very empathetic. Before I, originally I wanted to do something with helping people before, you got to get out of college and get a job because I didn't want to go to grad school. So I think that if I was a type specialist in real life, I do think that either psychic or fairy would probably be what I would gravitate towards, or normal or grass. Because grass is, you're developing something, you're taking care of something, you're growing something. Even though I'm not really an outdoorsy person, I do like a lot of those like cuddly little plant fellas that you can just raise up. Obviously, fun little fellas, fun little dudes are normal, but then obviously, getting in touch with emotions and helping folks are more of a psychic or fairy type thing. I do not see myself as a brash person, and a lot of fire type are very brash. A lot of fire trainers are the the more, not the serene fire bending the correct way as the dragons intended, but the outgoing. Although I guess my dumb dad jokes and whatever, fire I guess is the answer. I'm thinking too much about this. Most of these Pokemon are fire. Oh, look at this. It's fire. The answer is fire. Fire or ground. It's fire. Favorite Pokeball? Why would I pick a Park Ball? True. The Flames of Passion. The GS Ball. Who picks the GS Ball? Is it a Hisui Pokeball? I've always really liked Quick Balls. I think it's because teal's my favorite color. I also really like the Moon Ball sports. My name is Sean. Cool Trainer Sean only uses sports balls because it has an S on it. Cool Trainer Sean wants to battle. Everybody's in a sport ball. Yeah, like that's the thing is like, if I think about the Pokemon that I would have in real life, normal, bug, and grass are something that like I would have, or I guess water, being from New England, like are but I don't really like the beach, I don't mind sitting by in a pool, but I ain't going to the damn beach. What balls would Rando use? What balls would Rando use? My gut reaction tells me it would be something like a net ball or a safari ball because he's always on the hunt. But that sounds weird and bad. Rando's ultimate dream is to be a luxury ball because he's always, if he's gambling and stuff. I think Rando's always using a luxury ball. Either luxury or safari. Yeah, like, if he's blowing all of his money at the Rocket Game Corner, the answer is a luxury ball. Only the best. You know what? I've always really liked Premier balls. I like that in Scarlet and Violet, the headmaster guy, I'm brain farting on his name right now, Cliff. Not Cliff. Clive, whatever he calls him. I know he calls himself Clive, whatever his real name is. I like that when you're playing Scarlet, he has all Premier balls because it goes really well with his suit. I really like character design stuff like that. But the answer is fastball because I like teal and yellow together. I mean, he's got to get out of the gambling debt, but you got to spend money to make money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in a luxury ball, baby. Or if we're going along with the I'm always crawling around in tall grass, sneaking into places. I got 40 different types of Pokemon. Then we're looking at a net ball or a safari ball. He's just like he's just like on his tummy, doing the little inchwormy move and just chucking safari balls at things that he's not even fighting. Friend balls are fun. That is true. It is the most random baloney in the game. I like timer balls. I like repeat. I like a lot of these balls, but the answer is fastball. Not the fastball. A quick ball. without ever knowing the way. Everyone can see the roads that we walk on is paved with gold. It's always summer that never get cold. That's a fastball song for anybody out there. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. So if we were going to make a team that would be able to compete in the Pokemon League, this is Cool Trainer Sean. I have too much fire. There's too much fire on this team. Well, the only Mega I have. Ugh. Well, I mean, I'm going from... Oh, yeah. So question. If I'm picking my top 6, is it top 6 period? Or is it top 6 based off of my favorites? No, it's just top 6. Yeah, all right. Hold on here. I think that's my team. Because I want it to be a well-balanced team. So I'm not going to be out here just like screwing myself. I want it to be able to fight. Like, I think of my favorite Pokemon, like, I think this is I have 2 ground Pokemon, though, so maybe I don't have Excadrill and Nidoking. I know, like, Mabe, I know you threw Skitty on there, but is it just my 6th favorite? Yeah, I think this is my squad. I think this is Cool Trainer Sean's squad. You gotta have a Mega on here. And Mega Sceptile, I think, earned their place here. That means I have 2 dragons, though. Do I pick a different Mega? Maybe I pick Mega Bois instead, but then I have 2 fighting Pokemon. Yeah. I like Noivern. This is tough. Flareon is on there. Nidoking is on there. Sceptile is on there. Unequivocal. If I was a trainer, you'd have Skitty in the team. That's a fact. That's fair, dude. That's fair. But Flareon, Nidoking, and... yeah, I think this is my squad. I think this would be the funnest squad. I really love Excadrill. I don't know if I like Excadrill more than Noivern, though. I love Annihilate. I really love Annihilate. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is our squad. This is Cool Trainer Sean's Pokemon team. Come at me in the comments. I'm sure that it's got a lot of glaring issues. Let's download that image. Let's download that image. Boom. I'm going to put that in the Discord under Pokemon. Boom. Here we go. Yeah, I think that works. I like that. I like that. There's fewer... I don't know. I guess I don't know what I expected. I don't know. But I think it's a pretty good team. It's an alright team. 2 dragons, though, now. Now I've got an extreme weakness to ice. Although I guess I do have Annihilate and Flareon to deal with that. I don't have a water type. How do you not have a water type, Sean? Water's the best type in the game, and you don't even have a water type? What a freaking noob you are. Sorry, boy. Sorry, Noivern. Weasel's on the squad now. Or a Zoomerl. Looking at all my favorite water types. Or just Blastoise. Yeah, I know Weasel's here. Weasel can do it. I believe in Weasel. This is anime rules. This is anime rules. It's Weasel. Delete that. Put in the new one. Boom. We got Weasel. My very intimidating team of Nidoking, Annihilate, Mega Sceptile, and Weasel. Yeah, it's anime rules. I can do it no matter what. All right, cool. So I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick, and then let's do a couple of rank games in A. See what happens. I did get to A yesterday when I had some downtime at work. I haven't EV trained properly, which is obviously, you know, less than ideal. But I think we can just dick around, do some stuff. Do have to have at least one little guy. You're absolutely right. I do need at least one fella. Go to Twitch stream. There we go. Boom. All right. I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to run to the boys' room and go potty. I'll be right back. And then we're going to do a couple of matches and just, like, go for it. All right, I got to close out the music I had going on. Where are you? There we go. Boink. All right, cool. Back in a sec, guys. All right, so we need to figure out who I want to roll with for some ranked action here. Glaceon is on the list. I have to go with Glaceon. Glaceon is a definite friend of the channel here. I should probably just do it like this. Glaceon goes on. I don't know who else I want to throw on the squad. If I'm being honest, not that many. It was not super difficult to do. Oh, you know, I think I want to do Excadrill. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours at the most. It was not that long. I don't know if I got lucky or what, but no, it was not a big deal. Now that I'm here, the game is much more difficult. Like, people definitely have their Pokemon like properly EV trained and stuff, and I do not. So we're just gonna kind of like mess around a little bit. If I get some downtime throughout the rest of the week, I definitely need to farm the ZA Roy. I definitely need to farm a lot of shards and Z Royale for money, so I can actually like properly like candy people up. Also, me just kind of like playing with whatever Pokemon I want also does not work as well. We're gonna go with Excadrill as our Mega, and then Raichu. I was using my shiny Raichu for a while. We'll keep on doing it. See how it goes. Where the heck is he? There he is. Let's find our Excadrill really quick. It was on here. Nope. Let's move him over here. Just give an item to hold. There's Excadrillite. Super. Perfect. Oh, I guess I gotta get them all ready before I do that, huh? All right, so we want Drill Run. Oh, did I only have Drill Run because I was a Mega X, but I was a Alpha? Oh no! Oh, that makes him far less of what I want to use because I don't have an Alpha. Ooh, I'm about to go catch an Alpha. Oh, we'll see what happens here. Change moves. Oh no, he does a Drill Run. Okay, cool. It was just rearranged differently than what I was expecting. We'll go with Drill Run, Earthquake, and Metal Claw. That's what we had on our Mega Boy. Oh, this guy is an Alpha. Ugh, I didn't want him to be an Alpha. That's fine. So the ranking is only maybe I'll do Lucario instead then. Because Alpha Pokemon are actually at a disadvantage. Hold on. Alpha Pokemon are at a disadvantage because they're bigger, so their hitboxes are bigger. So unless you're like an Aggron or a Metagross who's using Heavy Slam or something like that, you are at a little bit of a disadvantage. When dealing with a, you know, with all that nonsense. All right. Let's go with change moves. I guess it's, do I want Swords Dance, Extreme Speed, Dragon Pulse? Maybe I want Close Combat. And I want Bullet Punch. I can just spam these two. Try that. Granted, like I said, I have not EV trained anybody properly. Lucario does not have the correct nature. I don't give a shit. We're trying it. So Glaceon is OP as hell. Glaceon is wicked OP for a couple of reasons. I mean, unless it dragons and Gyarados dominate the meta. For obvious reasons. They're burly. They're good physical attackers. The way Freeze Dry works is that it's a small AoE centered on yourself. So what you do is you wait for all these giant oversized Pokemon to be fighting one another. And then you just walk in the middle, use Freeze Dry, and pick up all the KOs. Watchog, Umbreon. This is a weird. No Heat Wave! Now my Glaceon! I was not ready for that. Ugh, Chandeler's gonna be a problem. This guy coming in here with a bunch of normal types. Alright, so here is the... Here we go. We're gonna run in the middle and Freeze Dry. Gyarados guy is leaning up. Shadow Ball. Shit. Run! Yeah, Lucario is a bad choice here. Yeah, it's just a bunch of... It's just all nonsense. I do appreciate that this one guy's just coming in here with an Alpha Watchog. And he's got all the kills. I'm getting my ass absolutely handed to me. I need to figure out what I like, because I'm just picking, like, oh, I have a shiny Raichu, I'm gonna use Raichu. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not really thinking about it. You telling me that didn't KO? What is happening? I'm just so bad. I'm doing so bad. So yes, before I got to A, I was winning almost every single game, or at least getting in the top 2. And all I would use is Glaceon and not anything else. Now that I've gotten to A, I am doing very poorly. We'll do like 2 more with this team. And then I think I'll just try to get some we'll go farm for some shards and stuff. Yeah, we broke even on that. You want to continue battling? Sure. Sure. We'll go with the Canary music. The problem was the music, obviously, was the fact that I wasn't jamming out to my favorite song in the game. That was the problem. For sure, the problem. Oh, my wife's texting me. Okay. I'll check that in a minute. Canary and Jakeith got, like, best music. Also, I know that this 3 Ampharoses, really? Oh, really? I should have kept Excadrill on the damn team, man. Getting our asses whipped. I gotta really think about quad synergy and stuff. Jeez, frickin' creepers, crackers. Yeah. All Garchomp and Ampharos, my goodness me. But, like, they're not letting me do my freeze dry technique. They're not letting me do it. Good lord. I need to EV train everybody. This is just like sad. I mean, at least we all tied in that one. At least everybody did bad except for the one person that did really well. Like, I can live with that. Everybody got second except for that guy. But, yeah, no, I'll do one more, and then I need to figure out what I want to do, how I'm going to balance the team a little bit, and then go for that. I know that I like Glaceon being on the squad. It is an unexpected little fella when you're dealing with a lot of dragons. But I do need to train it better. We'll go with Jakeen. Oh no, not Lysandra Labs. Wish I could still change my music. But I need to farm up and actually like think about my team now that we're in A. Ooh, Lysandra Labs actually poppin'. Delayed Salamence, all right. Oh, okay. We took each other out. I can live with that. Look how big that Gallade is. Look how big that Clefable is. What are we doing, folks? Why are we all so big? Get it right, Joe! No, I meant to change. Damn it. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, we'll go back with Raichu. Raichu's actually gonna do well against these folks, it seems like. Banette. You don't see a lot of Banette. I don't think I've ever seen a Banette. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what are you doing? 1 minute remaining. Alright, homie. I also feel like I should be shiny hunting, like everybody's just rocking out with so many shinies. It makes me feel insecure about my lack of shinies. Get at. With my shiny Beedrill and my shiny that was a terrible idea. But all my Pokemon are about to die. Go! Alright. We're tied for first right now. I can take that. I can take that. Yeah, I need something that can resist, that can full on resist fire. Because yeah, there are a lot. I am noticing a lot more Chandelures now that I'm getting up there. All right, but I'll do one more. That one was better, but I need something that can resist fire. So maybe a proper dragon would be good, because, you know, something like Excadrill is still going to be weak to fire, even though it will also be super effective against fire, but that's a really good point, Mabe. Let's do, yeah, just what I wanted. I mean, I could just, if I just don't even use a Mega, I just roll in there with, like, Flareon, Vaporeon, and Glaceon. If Flareon gets Swords Dance now, so I can have Sword Dance Bolt. I can have Swords Dance Bulldoze. This homie stinks. Ah! Smooth move. Smooth move. Oh, I was trying to swap. No, we're keeping Glaceon. There's a Salamantin and a Slowbro. Damn it. See, boom. KO 2 of them. Why did that... Oh, power up punch. It's like, why did that poison jab just beat the ever-living crap out of me? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that Salamence. Ugh, that fly came in faster than me. Maybe Mega Dragonite will be good. I do like Dragonite a lot. I like Mega Dragonite. Oh, they took each other out. Ooh, I froze him. No! But then you stole the kill! You dirty bitch! No! Why'd you fire punch me? I would have KO'd both of those Salamances! But see, like, it's just all these dragons just piling on top of each other. And little tiny, if they're not moving around so much, it's just little tiny Glaceon. I can't believe that didn't KO, really? Little tiny Glaceon just sneaking on in and bonking everybody. Ugh, I'm gonna get last now in this last 30 seconds. Damn, I just fell apart there at the end. Ugh. But yeah, maybe I want to keep Glaceon. Dragonite could be good. And then I could use Ampharos to set screens. And still have some coverage with like Thunderbolt. That could be good. Alright, but no, we're gonna quit battling. Let's just go farm. I got my Noivern. We can go on over and clear out these bad boys pretty quick. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Why are these Fletchinders like so angry at me? Pardon you. I gotta get over there, huh? I went up the wrong ladder. Yeah, you use recover when nobody's anywhere near you. How do we get over there? Over here, cool. Do it. Bonk. I gotta get there now. High level 30 Fletchinder that just really wants to mess around with my level 84 Noivern for some reason. Yeah. Pardon me. Do 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 do. I mean, I'm not a shiny hunter type of guy, but maybe we'll do a shiny stream at some point. That's a thing that people like to watch. Get that excitement. Even though I think it takes too long, personally. I like finding a shiny, but I don't like looking for it. Get in the ball, Manedric, just for the hell of it. Like, I just can't. But it's like, I also, like, see, you know, like, The video did better today than it did yesterday, which is great. But it's still, like, one of the least popular videos I've done this year so far. Like, at the time, like the, you know, with the way that the, everything kind of progresses. Which is sad, because I really, really like, I like this game, and I thought the video turned out good, too. But just, like, I want to know why. I want to know... Is it because everybody's so... Like, is my algorithm so locked in to fan games, and especially, like, Infinite Fusion, that it's just, like, it's not something that my people want to see? Like, I don't know what it is. Because other... I mean, I'm not, like, you know... Obviously, I'm not Antler Boy or Flygon or something. But, like, people that have... Other people that have fewer than 100,000 subscribers, you know, put out ZA videos that did pretty well just a couple days before me. And I don't know why nobody wants to watch mine. But yeah, I think that I am just really ingrained in the fan stuff, especially the art stuff with Infinite Fusion. And then a little bit with the Etheria stuff. Obviously, the Etheria videos don't necessarily get a crap ton of views, but they do get a lot of folks to subscribe and come onto the channel. So, I don't know. Dude, I cannot, yeah. The only thing I'll say with this game is I do think traversal is fun. And I do appreciate that once a shiny spawns, it never despawns. So, like, I think that I could just fast travel. You know, whatever. If I could just sit, like, listen to a podcast and just fast travel, like, 100 times to the same spot, I think I could mess around with that. Like, I think I could do that. You know, if there were like a good number of us just hanging out, or if I was doing it on my own, like during like a work day, then maybe I could do it, like when I had downtime, or like if I had a controller where you could set up like a macro or whatever, that sort of stuff. Maybe I could mess around with a little bit, but I don't think, you know, I see people with hundreds of hours of resets, and that's just mind-blowing to me. Also, definitely not going to do it before I get the shiny charm, which means I do need to do a lot of ZA Royale, because I haven't even done the 500 battles, and you need to do 1,000 battles to get enough points to get the shiny charm. Where's Hotel Z? There he is. I know Scarlet and Violet, though, you can use sandwiches, so it's a little bit easier. But yeah, in this game, like I said, I appreciate that a shiny will never despawn. So it might take you a long time to get the shiny that you want, but like, if you're just running around the city, like you're setting, I think, you know, you're setting yourself up to maybe grab something later. Which oh, really? Huh. Yes, 100%. What do we do here? But yeah, I think this is just like a random aside. I think that for this week, since I'm going on vacation next week, I think that if my birthday's on Friday, I'm obviously not going to stream on Friday. I'll stream on Thursday. My wife's working. I might stream tomorrow. So tomorrow and Thursday, I'll probably just do some more of this, whether it's PvP or just dicking around, collecting stuff. I think we'll do that. But I think when I get back from vacation, I think because I was talking to Beck and Kim about it. I haven't done a who else was I talking to about it? I'm brain farting right now. And Dash. I was talking to Beck and Dash and a little bit to Phil about it. I haven't done an Infinite Fusion run since August. Like, even for a video. Like, I just binged a bunch of them, and then that was it. So I think maybe we'll do a live one, you know? Those live, it's been I do need to play it. I got to get some runs done. It'd be good to do a live stream. A lot more people have been asking me why I don't do Johto than have ever asked me before. So maybe that'll be fun to do because I never actually do Johto. Oh yeah, dude. No, yeah. When you're just like mindlessly going for it, 100%, yeah. Just KOing it or just instinctually running away. That is a very nice thing with the overworld Pokemon. Cute. Oh, also, I'm sorry that I meant to apologize. I do the same thing. I do the same thing with Hero with the design stuff. When I randomly just send you my nonsensical game ideas, I do apologize for that. Because you did not ask for any of those. But I send them to you anyways. I do apologize for that. What we got? Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Oh, pardon me. What is that? Okay, so that's going up Magenta, the Magenta elevator. We'll do that next. You know, I really need to hammer home, or not hammer home. I really need to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do it. And then it's also like, no, dude, you're fine. It's also like, you know, if I end up doing this by myself, or even if it's a project that we do together, or like the community does together in some fashion, it's still like difficult to do. So it's like, yeah, I want to do X, Y, and Z, but like, can I even do like A, B, and C? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how it would work. But I do think that it might be fun to... I definitely, no matter... And it's funny because that's what this game is about. Because, like, I didn't know that. I didn't pay attention to anything about this game. But, like, the idea of... Yeah, like, how to... what is exploring the relationship between Pokemon and people in the Pokemon world. Like, it's like, that's what I wanted to do for my region / game anyways. And like, that's the whole, you know, that and you know, having to you know, move on from the past or whatever. It's just funny that is what this game is about. And it's what I wanted my region to be about. So it is very neat. But yeah, I do think it could be a fun idea, because the original Etheria idea was, you know, people that can use magic are, you know, the better trainers, quote unquote. Anybody can have Pokemon, but, you know, you're special. So yeah, like graduating from the equivalent of a Magic Academy, Pokemon Academy, you know, Pokemon Hogwarts or whatever. So like, yeah, you if that was still the idea, you know, which I think is how Vanguard opens basically. That fan project. But yeah, you have the first handful of chapters be you starting your journey and going through, you know, that area or areas or whatever. Like, you know, maybe you're like exploring the nearby towns or cities, like helping out like how a low-level adventurer would. But once you actually start evolving your Pokemon and unlocking more abilities and stuff, that's when you would do whatever the equivalent of the gym challenge is. So that way it's, yeah, you get to have gym leaders that, you know, because they're the first step on your journey, they're only using 3 Pokemon. And yes, because it's an RPG, they're on lower levels, but you know, the way that from a narrative perspective you're dealing with this is you're only allowed to use 3 Pokemon, so that's why you are. Maybe Silver. So I was just talking to Mape about that a little bit. In this game, shiny hunting is much easier because of the AFK methods that you can do. I think that after I unlock the shiny charm, that might be something fun to try to do a little bit of. But I don't know. Maybe. Oh shit, you dragon bolt, you silly Billy. There we go. I don't know. I'm gonna say a hard maybe. I have never been a shiny hunting person, but I do appreciate that they never despawn in this game. So once they're there, unless you fail to capture them, of course. But I really like that. So that could be something that would be fun to try. Get to Quasartico. And like I said, we're just collecting shards so I can get candy, and then once the sun goes down, we can try to grind out some battles, and then also money. Yeah, that was like what, 10 minutes, and I got 900. That's good. All right, sun's about to go down, so we'll just wait that out for a minute. Look at Clauncher. I love you so damn much. It's a goober, little goober. Here's the alleyway. Oh my gosh, I couldn't for the life of me. When I was farming in the Nuzlocke run, I was like, there are 2 buildings where I just heat crash down the side of them. Where the hell are the buildings? The answer is Restaurant La Ya. If I were to AFK shiny hunt, I would either need to be doing it on stream where I can talk to you guys, or like during like downtime at work, like listening to like a podcast or something. Like I don't think I could never do it by myself. Like just like, you know what I mean? Ugh, sorry. My allergies and this sinus infection have been wild. I've been sick for like a month. Do 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 do. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just fun. But it's also I don't know. It's just neat. It's just neat. It's just a neat thing to have. The thing, you know, this whole game is about collecting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the whole Pokemon franchise in general. It's about getting the thing. So It does feel a little bit cheap. I'm with you on that. But it's still fun because even if you are, you still have to explore around the city and like find the guys you uncovered. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, you AFK'd it and you might have spawned a bunch of shinies, but you still have to go hunt them down. You know what I mean? So to that point, I think you can still, you know, have fun with it in that regard. Nice, Bethany. Yeah, I'm just grinding shards for candy, and then gotta get them 1,000 battles, you know. Got to rank A, and now everybody's EV trained and using actual meta Pokemon. So I need to figure out what squad I want to use in PvP. I also need to figure out, oh, I gotta get Audino out of there. I gotta need my God, why am I brain farting? My Espeon. Shiny collecting it. Yeah, I've never been the only 2 shiny Pokemon. Well, I guess 3, because I had an Ampharos in the Nuzlocke file, which was obviously, you know, gone to oblivion. This game is the only game I've ever caught shiny in. That wasn't like given to you. And I got 2 of them. I was so happy. I had a shiny Pikachu and a shiny Kakuna. I didn't try anything weird or dumb. I just found them, and it was neat. Oh, crap. I thought I had Earthquake. Bonk. Do. How dare you? I'm gonna Mega Evolve my pig. Bonk. Thinking you can do something about that Mega Aerodactyl like you some kind of punk-ass punk. The answer to ranked, at least until you get A, is just Glaceon. You find all them big burly dragons that are everywhere. You just run in between them with your tiny little legs. And just use Freeze Dry. And they all just get deleted. Now that people are properly... like, the moment you get to A, you get people that, like, are actually paying attention, and it gets much harder. But up until A, that's literally all I did. Super effective grass moves. Yes, exactly. Fireball Pig Wizard. 1,000%. Oh, how? Orkin, dare you, dog. Bonk. See, I'm trying to figure out who, like, I definitely want to keep Glaceon. I'm trying to figure out who I want my other 2 to be. I'm thinking Mega Dragonite, but the only Dragonite that I have is an Alpha. So I need to train up another one. But I don't need that big giant hitbox. I don't need it, you know? So I gotta get another one leveled up and trained. Sneak up on your opponent. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna... I guess it's more likely than super effective grass, because I ain't finding any water Pokemon. Turn around, buddy. Come on, little lady. Oh, actually, use Side Shock instead of Psychic. I'll do it with this one. Angro! Oh, just kidding. No, I can't. Outrage! Pardon you, young man. Why am I stuck? There we go. I mean, I have battle. So but the big hitbox, dude, it's frustrating sometimes. Oh, here's our super effective grass move I ditched. You can't see me. I'm not there. I'm not there. Sneak up on your opponent. You silly bitty. Thank you. Alright, nurse joy, turn around. Around! Hey, yo, baby! Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. I mean, I haven't used any of my bottle caps at all. So. How do you farm more bottle caps? Can you buy them somewhere? Like, I've looked at 0 of this, you know? Oh, my wife texted me like half hour ago. I should check that. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, more of these guys. Super effective news, no matter what. And sneak up with fire moves. Well, I mean, I can use Embor. That's fine. Hey, yo, Mouse Kirata, here we go. Hee! I'm Meowscarada. Keep saying that. Meowstick. Alright, go for a flash cannon. Bonk. I didn't knock him out. I gotta wait it out. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, please don't do that. Do, 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 do. Second Meowstick. With the power of second Meowstick, we can go ahead and dead. Get out of here, you silly Billy. Sneak up on your opponents. It's wonderful to do it. Oops. You want my bonus card? I'll do you the honor of taking my Ultra Ball head. Oop. Really? Flash cannon. Well, that was just my voice all the time. Oh, sweetie, you're gonna have to do better than that. Flash cannon again. Gabador. Your powers won't work on me, Billy Billy. Sneak up on opponents and use your fire attacks. Your ticket match. Challenge ticket obtained. Alright, let's go do our ticket so that way we can get back to this. And do more. Super. Do-do. Do-do-do. Get in the ball then, boy. Oh, yes, I see you have a challenger ticket. Would you like to use it? Of course I would. Yo, against Tarragon. I have not refought Tarragon. You might have beaten my finest scaffolding course. Well, let's see your bottling skills up close. Dun, 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 dun. You're fighting this dwarf. Go with Powdon. Go Embor. Get out of here. Amnesia. No, you don't have to be afraid. It's 3 sprites. It's a combination of, hold on, give me a minute. Stop setting up stealth rocks. There's too many rocks. So those, 2 of the 3 of them are infinite fusion sprites. So the largest fella is Felidon. We did a randomized hardcore. We did a randomized Nuzlocke that we streamed at this point, probably like a year and a half ago. It was a while ago. And he was integral in our final fight against Red. And he became an emo on the Discord server. Riding on his back is Fodder. Fodder is a Wiggly Barrel. So it's Wiggly, Tough, and the Barrel. Fodder is the, for better or for worse, the icon of the channel. Get out of here, dog. I should have thought about that. So I was doing a different Nuzlocke where I was just like in a terrible way. And it was all down to Fodder. I caught this Pokemon. I was angry about this Pokemon. I called it Fodder because I was like, this thing is trash. Why is it on our team? I don't want a Wiggly Barrel. And the only reason why actually, it might have been the same Nuzlocke. I don't think it was, though. The only reason why we survived and beat that Nuzlocke was because Fodder, all by herself, went all the way down, up Nugget Bridge, over to Bill, and beat Misty all by themselves. So, Fodder, big channel icon there. And then Kakuna. There's a guy named Archers. I assume guy. I shouldn't assume. I shouldn't assume. But I'm pretty sure Archers is male. And for some reason, he's obsessed with Kakuna. So, Felidon's holding a Kakuna like an ice cream cone. And those are all the things. Those are the 3 sprites. But yeah, like the Discord, what's it called? The Discord channel icon is Fodder. Bunch of Fodder emotes on both this and Discord, if you remember. Fodder's just like the homie, Fodder's just out there doing what Fodder do. So sneak up with fire move, I will do that. Bonk. Oh, I love Squirtle too. Squirtle's a homie. I don't have an electric move, huh? Well, I got this. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Flork. That's what her enemies are to her. I mean, that's what it is now. Fodder's name is Fodder because I was angry that I got it. Fodder, yeah. So actual Wigglytuff is a dragon killer because I was doing a genlock earlier this year, and against both Claire and Lance, Fodder was just like integral in making sure that the run did not die, which is wild. The Fodder, real Fodder, Wigglytuff did also earn her spot in history. But also those runs were like literally about keeping Fodder alive. So I do think that we did lose some friends that we wouldn't have lost otherwise. I don't think I even have any ghost moves on my squad here. Thank you for giving me your coffee. Ooh, my wife's texting me again. Ah. Ooh, I can see my wife is in my daughter's room. So it's gonna be time for me to go to bed shortly. Plus I got work in the morning. It's getting late. Nope. You don't see me. I'm hiding. Let me heat crash onto that Greninja. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bonk. This other Pokemon we're holding fodder back. If we say so. If we say so. I love Emboar so damn much. I was waiting for it to Mega Evolve. I was expecting it. Bonk. Later, Obama. Not Obama. Obama. God, that's an old joke. All right. Oh, gosh. I'm not there. That's what my daughter says. When we have to go wake her up in the morning, she always hides under her blankets. And she says, I'm not there. And then we have to pretend like we have to ask her stuffed animals where she is. And then eventually it'll be like, moving blanket, where's Eevee? I'm under here. Very cute. Yeah, you gotta be there. You won't be there. It's my house, but it's very cute. Where are we? Alright, we took care of this lady. I don't have any ghost moves. I guess I could stick a ghosty goon on the squad. The ghastly gooner. Ah, there are all the cards. And they're all being protected by them polluters. Alright, I can do it. Hooah! Hooah! Land some fire moves. Sure can do'sville, baby doll. Lady. Security lady. Boom, check it. Yeah, as soon as we clear out these two lovely trainers, I gotta go to bed. Oh yeah, it's super bedtime. I guess I don't know where you are. I don't know where your time zone is, but it is super bedtime. Oh, West Texas. Her room smells like baloney. My kid must be farting real bad in her room. Supposedly it smells like baloney. And I don't think it's because it's nonsense. Oh, don't do it! Let me sneak up on you. Let me get that Barbernacle. No! You were caught off guard. Not liquidation. How dare you? I'm 30 levels higher than you. Bonk. I'm a big bunkin' pig. Oink, oink, oink. Adoh. Explosion? Come down with a terrible case of explosions. Caesar. You think Mega Scissor can do anything to me? Ah, you got another thing coming, baby. Cause I got the power of the pig, baby. Not a pig baby, mind you, but a pig, comma, baby. Oh yeah, we gotta sneak up on him and use your fighting type abilities. Does it count if it doesn't hit them? Only one way to find out. But all right, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for now. Let me say it. I will be. I should be back tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday we'll be streaming. And then yeah, Friday through next week, probably very little, if at all. My birthday's Friday, then we're going away for a couple of days because my anniversary is a couple of days after my birthday. So I don't know how much streaming we'll do next week, but tomorrow and Thursday we'll be back. Same-ish time. So I'll catch everybody tomorrow. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. But we'll be back. CL, Mabe, Bethany, Silver. Bill, if you're still out there in the darkness. Tyler, thank you so much for popping on. Everybody else, Delphix, always. Everybody else who's out there chilling, doing the thing. I appreciate y'all very much. Thanks, Mabe. I appreciate that. All right, cool. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you.